HTTV in association with Absolute Warehouse Services. Danny, thanks for joining us. Fantastic 2-1 win over Nottingham Forest here at the John Smith Stadium. Loads to talk about today, but give us your overall thoughts on what the lads have delivered for you today.
Oh, I think it's a really important win in our season. I felt it was a cagey start, two competitive teams. I thought they come and were very physical in their style and the way that they wanted to play. And we have to stand up to that, and we did. We managed to get control and find the first goal from a set piece, which was pleasing. To create the first opportunity was a well-worked routine, and then the ball bounced, and I think Trevor has another shot. It gets blocked, and then it falls to Christopher Schindler, and he's managed to find the top corner. And then to get the second goal again from a well-worked one was pleasing, and delighted for Steve, because he's had a frustrating start to the season, but he's worked really professionally, really diligently behind the scenes, come in for extra work this week on his finishing, and did some work with Nicky, and I had a feeling today he'd score. I said it to him before the game, because in football, in life, you reap what you sow, and delighted that he was able to find the all-important goal.
We're going to talk to you about set pieces. Obviously, you've talked about your teams traditionally. You like your team score a lot of goals from set pieces. It's not something we've been strong at before you arrived this season, and certainly in the last few weeks. But to get two today from corners, really well worked routines. How important is Steve to that whole process? Because he won the first ball for the first goal, and then obviously heads it in himself for the second.
Well, it's his super strength, isn't it? Deliveries into the box in open play or from set pieces. He's brilliant in the air, and carries real threat, and we've been able to keep working, and the delivery I felt was the best it's been today. Juninho put a brilliant one in the first half, and then two good corners from Carlin, and when the delivery's good, we've got some good routines that have worked for us in the past, and we're always used to scoring at least a third of our goals from set pieces, and we call it our little folder, but it's 25 goals to us minimum, and 25 goals in the Championship for one player to do it, it'd be worth an awful lot of money. So no, it's important for us, but we have to keep working, because we've only scored two, so we can't get carried away. But what we do know is that we're able now to score from this moment. So if we keep working at it, then hopefully we can build on that.
You've talked about not maybe being set up to play to Steve's strength in open play. We played 4-4-2 today, Juninho out on the left-hand side today as well. Is that as close as we can get to being set up for Steve at the moment if we're going to play Steve? Like you said, the delivery from open play as well at times was good today too. Yeah,
I think so. Listen, we're having to play that formation and in a certain style, because it's the only senior players that we have available. You look at our bench today, and it's got to be the youngest Huddersfield Town bench in the history of the football club, because I don't think we've got one of them that are in their 20s. It's challenging, and you have to find a way. You can either sulk and make excuses, or you can be adaptable. And what we've done, we've changed the formation, we've changed the personnel, we've changed the style, and we've just tried to find the best way for the players. We've just tried to set them up to be successful, and I'm proud of them, because in these moments it's easy to feel sorry for yourself and make excuses, and they haven't. We've managed to get 7 out of 9 points, and actually when we go 2-0 up, we actually played really well for a period, and we should find the third goal. We had enough chances and opportunities to find the third goal, and of course if you find the third goal, then you win the game comfortably, and in a much easier manner. We didn't. We conceded, and when we conceded, ultimately you have a choice. Then you either keep playing or you play for the end. And if we're honest, probably after conceding, we started to play for the end. And if you do that, unfortunately, you start to invite the opposition on, which is what we did. And as a consequence, we ended up getting into a low block and the ball bouncing around our box a few times. And credit to Camille, because Camille's made some really important saves at an important time, and we know he's going to be a top goalkeeper. He made a mistake last week, and but this week certainly he's responded in the way that all good players do.
Our fans will tell you that we don't do things easy at this club, Danny, so you best get used to it. But just on to the character, and we talked about the character of the group that you took to Charlton just over a week ago, and how important that was to that win. Like you said, quite a physical game today. Forest put up a real fight in quite a few ways, and it's good for you, I suppose, that you see that your team stood up to that. They didn't go down, roll over when it got tough. They gave as good as they got.
there was me thinking it was Christmas and goodwill to all men. Now listen, it was a feisty encounter, wasn't it? It wasn't an easy game for the referee to manage. They come and were obviously disappointed to have lost the last 4 and get beat 4-0 at home last time out, and they come and were really physical, and you have to stand up for that. You know, we can't roll over, so we did, and we fought hard, and that's what you have to do if you want to get on the right side of tight games.
Absolutely. It's been a really good period, like you said. The game's come thick and fast now. We've taken a bit of momentum into what's coming now, aren't we? We've got Middlesbrough Boxing Day, Blackburn here 29th, Stoke here on the 1st. It's going to come quickly, and the lads, it feels like we are in a good place, although we could definitely do with a few back.
Well, this is it. We're hopeful now that we'll get Lewis and Fraser back for what is a very busy period. It's good to get Jayden on the pitch today. Not easy for such a young player to get thrown in like he did. He's only been able to train the back end of this week, and you're cautious of doing it if you're honest. But we needed to make some subs because we particularly once they scored, because we'd lost some momentum, and it's tough. It's not easy, but we've managed to navigate through the game, get the win, and like you rightly said, if you can take some momentum into the Christmas period with the games coming so thick and fast, there's a lot of points to be gained.
Danny, well done today. One final thing, we just had a few fans on Twitter who noticed the ball boy who got a bit of a clattering when Hoggy and the lad from Forest went through the thing. Just to conclude that, I suppose, he is fine. He's currently in the changing room.
Yeah, he is. He's been in the change room, so we've got him a ball, and the boys have signed it, and I think he's got Hoggy's shirt as well. And Hoggy said he caught him, so he did a good job for us, because we wouldn't want Hoggy to land like he did. But no, we were worried about him certainly for a moment, but pleased to say that he's all right, and he's got a couple of Christmas presents now.
Absolutely great. Well done today, Danny. Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.